Okay, so a lot of students had requested me to upload additional question banks of derivatives and integration. So that is why in this video, I'm starting with derivatives additional question bank. Before I start, I would just like to tell you one thing. I have seen a lot of students either skip the chapter or mug up the basic formulas of the chapter. Both of the things should not be done. Okay, never skip the chapter, because I agree it comes only for 2-3 marks. Fine. But if you're aiming for 90 plus 80 plus, then you should do this chapter also. You should do every chapter. Okay, and you should always aim for 80 plus 90 plus in any exam, because if your aim is 40, then there is no point in giving the exam, right? Your aim should always be 80 90 plus, and for that studying every chapter is important. Also, the questions which come from this chapter are generally easy questions. So if you have studied the chapter, then that is like bonus marks. So don't skip it. And those who mug up, don't do that, because the chapter is a very logical chapter. Okay. I always say in class that you should question every formula. You should try to see where everything is derived from. And studying calculus is one way to understand that, because if you know calculus properly, then it is very useful for deriving a lot of formulas or a lot of equations which we see throughout the CA course. Okay, so obviously without this also you will survive inter and final, that is not an issue. But if you know this, if you always challenge or question every formula, then that always helps in understanding or getting the knowledge. Okay, fine. So let's start with this. I hope that everyone knows the basic functions and chain rule. I'll explain it in short as we go on with the questions. But I hope everyone has studied this at least once. Okay, so let's start with first question of derivatives. It is on page, if you want, it is on page 8.43. Fine. So first few questions are very easy. If y is equal to x raised to 3, then dy by dx is. We know that x raised to n's derivative is n into x raised to n minus 1. So it will be 3 into x square, 3x square. Next, if y is equal to x raised to 2 by 3, so it will be 2 by 3 into x raised to 2 by 3 minus 1. 2 by 3 minus 1 will be what? 2 minus 3 by 3. That is 2 by 3 into x raised to minus 1 by 3. Option A. If y is equal to x raised to minus 8, that will be minus 8 into x raised to minus 8 minus 1. That is minus 9. Option A. If y is equal to 5x square, then dy by dx is. We know that if we have a constant into a function, then its derivative is constant into u dash, function's derivative. Okay. So 5x square will be 5, will remain as it is. X square's derivative is 2x. 5 into 2x is 10x, option A. Y is equal to 2x square plus x. So we know that if we have two functions u plus v, the derivative is u dash plus v dash, individual derivatives. So 2x square, 2 will remain as it is. X square will become 2x plus x, derivative of x is 1, because x is x raised to 1. So that is 1 into x raised to 0, which is 1. 2 into 2 is 4x plus 1, option A. Next, y is equal to 4x cube minus 7x raised to 4. Fine. 4 will remain as it is. X cube will be 3 into x raised to 3 minus 1. Minus 7 will remain as it is. 4 into x raised to 4 minus 1. So it will be 12x square minus 28x cube. Okay, they have taken something common. Fine. So it is 12x square minus 28x cube. They have taken, I mean, we can take x common. Actually, we can take x square also common, but they have taken only x common and 2 common. So if we take 2x common, this will be 6 into x minus 14 into x square, right? Which option? Option A, minus 14x square plus 6x. Option A is the correct answer. Seventh, actually we can take one more 2 and x common, but they have not taken it. Seventh, again simple question, basic rules. 4 by 3 x cube, that means 4 by 3 will remain as it is. X cube will become 3x square. Minus 6 by 7 x raised to 7, so minus 6 by 7 into 7x raised to 6 plus 4 into x raised to minus 3, so 4 into minus 3 into x raised to minus 3 minus 1, that is minus 4. So that will be 3 3 will be cancelled. 4x square minus 7 7 cancelled. 6x raised to 6 plus it will be minus, actually, because 4 into 3 is 12 and x raised to minus 4. So which option? Option A, 4x square minus 6x raised to 6 minus 12x raised to 4. Most of the questions are option A as answer, but I mean not necessarily. Question 8, again simple one. Let's go by options directly. 9x raised to 4 will become 36x cube, fine. Minus 21x square, correct. Plus 16x, correct. Then minus 1 into minus 8 is plus 8 into x raised to minus 1 minus 1, which is minus 2. So that is correct. and 3 will come here, so 10 into minus 3 is minus 30 into x raised to minus 3 minus 1, which is minus 4. So again option A is the correct answer. Next, ninth, if y is equal to 1 minus x by x bracket square, then dy by dx is. Now see, don't go by quotient rule if you can avoid it. Okay, u by v rule, you should avoid it as much as you can. How we can avoid it here? See, we have y is equal to 1 minus x by x bracket square. We can split it, we can write it as 1 by x minus x by x bracket square, right? That means that will become what? 1 by x minus 1 bracket square, right? Now we can directly differentiate this using chain rule. Okay, if this was x square, we would have done 2x. So we'll write 2 into this. Into derivative of that part. Derivative of that part is what? 1 by x. Derivative is minus 1 upon x square. How? Because 1 by x means x raised to minus 1, right? So its derivative will be minus 1 into x raised to minus 1 minus 1, which is minus 1 upon x raised to 2 using rules of indices. Okay, and minus 1 derivative is 0 because that is constant. So if we multiply the bracket, I don't think they have taken 2 in the bracket, so let's keep 2 common outside. So if we do keep 2 common, 1 by x into minus 1 by x square is minus 1 by x cube, and minus minus plus 1 by x square. Which option is that? Check. Minus 1 by x cube, so that is this, plus 1 by x square, that is this. So option B is the correct answer. 2 into minus 1 by x cube means what? X raised to minus 3, negative x raised to minus 3, plus x 1 upon x square is x raised to minus 2. So that is option B. A strong knowledge or strong command over indices is required. But other than that, if you have studied this, you will see that these are the very basic questions. Obviously, exam will not be this basic, but it will not be too difficult also. 10th, if y is equal to that, then what is dy by dx? See, in options, they have not kept brackets. So it is better if we open the brackets and then take derivative. That will be easier. Let's open the bracket. 3x square into x cube is 3x raised to 5, plus 3x square into 2x is 6x cube, plus 1 into x cube is x cube, plus 1 into 2x is 2x. If we add it, it will be 3x raised to 5 plus 7x cube, because both are x cubes, plus 2x. If we take derivative, it will become 3 into 5x raised to 4. So 15, 3 into 5, and then x raised to 5 minus 1, 4, plus 7 into this 3 will come down. So 7 into 3, 21, into x raised to 3 minus 1, 2, plus 2. So option, which option? Option A. Next, 11th. If y is equal to 3x square plus 5 into that, again we'll have to open the bracket because option is like that. This into this is 6x raised to 2 plus 3, 5, plus this into this is 3x cube, plus this into this is 3 into 7, 21x square, plus 5 into 2, that is 10x cube, plus 5x, plus 5 into 7, 35. Let's add whatever possible. 3x cube plus 10x cube, so it will be 6x raised to 5 plus 13x cube plus 21x square plus 5x plus 35. Let's take derivative. 6x raised to 5, so 5 will come down, so 6 into 5 30, and x raised to 5 minus 1, 4, plus again 13x cube, 3 will come down, 13 into 3, 39, x raised to 2, 3 minus 1, plus again 2 will come down, 21 into 2, 42, x raised to 2 minus 1, 1, plus 5 into derivative of x is 1, plus 35 derivative is 0. So this will be the correct answer, which is option A. Okay, option B looks similar, but it is not same. Okay, option A is the correct answer. 12th, if y is equal to something something, then dy by dx is. Again, it seems like they have opened the bracket first, right? So let's open the bracket first, that will be better. Okay, now opening the bracket is going to need concentration, 100% concentration. 2x raised to 3 by 2 into x raised to half, that will be 2 into x raised to 3 by 2 plus half, 3 by 2 plus 1 by 2. If you do it, it will be 4 by 2, which is 2. Or on calculator, you can also do 3 by 2 m plus 1 by 2 m plus, that gives you 2. So 2x square plus this into this, so 4x raised to 3 by 2. Into that second bracket is x raised to 1 by 2 minus 1. Now let's open these two brackets. So 2x raised to 2 into x raised to half. Now that will be 2 into x raised to 2 plus half. X raised to 2 plus half, right? Using rules of indices. What is 2 plus half? If we take LCM, 2 into 2, 4. 4 plus 1, 5. 5 by 2, right? So let me write 2x raised to 5 by 2. Minus, that is 1. So 2x square. Plus this into this. So that is 4 into x raised to 3 by 2 into x raised to half. Again 3 by 2 plus half is 2. So x square. And minus 4x raised to 3 by 2. Fine. We can add middle two terms. So that will be x raised to 5 by 2 plus 4 minus 2 is plus 2x square minus 4x raised to 3 by 2. Okay. Now we can take derivative. If we take derivative, that is going to be, see, they have kept 4x at the beginning. So derivative of this is 4x. So let me write it first, 4x plus derivative of this will be 5 by 2 into x raised to 5 by 2 minus 1 minus 4 into 3 by 2 into x raised to 3 by 2 minus 1. Okay, that will be 4x plus 5 by 2 into x raised to 5 by 2 minus 1 is, if we take 2 as LCM, 5 minus 2, 3 by 2, right? So 3 by 2 minus 4 into 3 is 12 by 2, which is 6, because we can cancel this. And x raised to 3 by 2 minus 1 is x raised to 3 minus 2, that is 1 by 2. Fine. Now it seems like if you see the options, they have taken x raised to half common and something else also common, 5x common. Okay, fine. Okay, 5x they have taken common. So let's try to take x raised to half common first. 4x plus, if we take x raised to half common, then that will be 5 by 2 into x raised to 3 by 2 minus half, that is half, that is 1 minus 6. That is 5 by 2x minus 6. Now, if you see, they have taken something else as common, 5x. So if you see, that is not in the options, because see, we cannot take 5x common now, right? X minus 6 raised to half, x minus 3 raised to half, x minus 2 raised to half, that is not possible that will come in our answer, because there is nothing where we have half as power, right? For x minus 2 or x minus 5 or x minus 3. So none of these is the correct answer. Maybe they wanted to give the options in some different way, or maybe they have made some printing mistake in the question. But this is the correct answer for that. Option D will be the answer, which is not in the options. Okay. Let's go to 13th. Let me erase this once. Just a second. Fine. Let's go to 13th. 13th is given as y is equal to x square minus 1 upon x square plus 1. Then what is dy by dx? Now here we have to use u by v rule, because that will be easier. Because if you see, in u by v rule, what is u by v rule? Quotient rule. V into u dash minus u into v dash upon v square, right? That means it has denominator square. And if you see, denominator square is already there in the answer, option A and option C. So most probably it is going to be option A or option C, right? So let's try to do it. Okay, numerator is u, denominator is v, v into u dash. So that will be, okay, let me do it on some separate screen. That will be, I think, easier to understand. Just a second. Not sets. So the question is x square minus 1 upon x square plus 1. Okay. So what we'll do is, this is u, this is v. So v into derivative of u. Derivative of u is x square will become 2x, minus 1 is constant, so that is 0, minus u into v dash. V dash will be x square will become 2x, plus 1 will become 0, divided by v square, that is denominator square. Don't write it, because that will take time unnecessarily. We know it is already there in the answer. So let's take 2x common from numerator. That will remain, then it will remain x square plus 1 minus x square minus minus plus 1, divided by denominator square. X square will be cancelled. 1 plus 1 is 2. So it will become 4x upon denominator square. Okay. So which option? 4x into denominator raised to half, option A. Okay. Option C, there is minus sign here, so that is wrong. Option B is anyway wrong. Okay, option A is the correct answer. Raised to minus 2 means divided by square, right? Fine. 14th, if y is equal to that, then dy by dx is. Again, you see that denominator square is there in the options, option A, B, C, all. So it is better to use u by v rule. So let's use u by v rule. Let me write the question again. X plus 1, 2x minus 1. X, 2x minus 1 divided by, what is it, x minus 3. Correct, fine. So let's take derivative. We know that this is u, this is v, and it will be better if we open the bracket first. X into 2x is 2x square, x into minus 1 is minus x, 1 into 2x is plus 2x, 1 into minus 1 is minus 1 divided by x minus 3. So x minus x plus 2x will become x. So it will be 2x square plus x minus 1 upon x minus 3, u by v. Let's apply v u dash minus u v dash upon v square. So that will become x minus 3 into 2x square will become 2, and then x, that 2 from the power will come down, so that will be 4 into x plus derivative of x is 1, minus 1 is 0, minus u, that is 2x square plus x minus 1 into derivative of v, which is x minus 3. X derivative is 1, minus 3 derivative is 0, so that is just 1, divided by denominator square, that is okay. Let's open the bracket and simplify. X into 4x is 4x square, x into 1 is plus x, minus 3 into 4x is minus 12x, minus 3 into plus 1 is minus 3, minus 2x square, minus x, and minus minus plus 1 divided by denominator square. So 4x square plus 2x square, 4x square minus 2x square is 2x square, x minus x will be cancelled and only minus 12x will remain, and minus 3 plus 1 will become minus 2 divided by v square. So 2x square minus 12x minus 2 upon v square. They have taken 2 common, fine. So if we take 2 common, that will be x square minus 6x minus 1 divided by v square, right? So if we take 2 common, option A is the correct answer for 14th. Next, 15th. If y is equal to x raised to half plus 2 upon x raised to half, then dy by dx is what? Okay. Now, see, there is a better way than quotient rule. Let me tell you. X raised to half plus 2 upon x raised to half. X raised to half is root x, right? So root x plus 2 by root x. That is what they are asking. Okay. Let's first write it as root x upon root x plus 2 upon root x. Because that is easy if we split, right? So that is 1 plus 2 by root x, that is 2 into x raised to minus half if we use rules of indices and take root x in the numerator. Fine. Now if we take derivative of 1 is 0. This 2 will remain as it is. This minus 1 by 2 will come down into x raised to minus 1 by 2 minus 1. Right. So 2 will be cancelled. Minus of x raised to minus 1 by 2 minus 1. So if we take LCM, that will be minus 1 minus 2 by 2. Minus 1 minus 2 is minus 3 by 2. So minus of x raised to minus 3 by 2, or it can be minus of, let's make the power positive. So 1 upon x raised to 3 by 2, I think that might be in the options. Option A is the correct answer, fine. They have not taken it in the denominator, so that is good. Okay, this is the correct answer for 15th. Okay, let's go to 16th then. If y is equal to 3x square minus 7 raised to half. Alright. Let's use chain rule. If this was x raised to half, we would have done half into x raised to half minus 1. But it is not x, that is why we'll take derivative of this. Okay, that is chain rule. If this was x raised to half, we would have done half into x raised to half minus 1. But it is not x, so that is why we'll multiply by derivative of this. What is derivative of this? 3 into x square, that is 6x minus 0. So half minus 1, that is 1 minus 2 by 2, that is minus half. So half into 3x square minus 7 raised to minus half into 6x. If we want, we can cancel this 2 and this 6 to make it 3. Let's see if it is in the options. 3x into that bracket raised to minus half. Option A is the correct answer. 3x into that bracket raised to minus half. Okay. 17th one. If y is equal to x cube minus 5x square plus 8 bracket cube, then dy by dx is. Okay, now we don't need to solve it actually. We can just see. See, if this was x, if it was x, x cube derivative is what? 3x square. So first part will be 3 into this bracket square. 3 into this bracket square. And then derivative of that bracket because it is not x. So what will be derivative of that bracket? 3 into 3, 9x square. Okay, 9x square. Let me write it somewhere. Or it is there in option A, 9x square. Minus 5 into 2, 10x. Plus derivative of it is 0. So option A is the correct answer in fact. Right, there is no need to look further. 18th. If y is equal to that part raised to minus 1 by 3, then dy by dx is what? Again, we can use same thing. First, if we assume if this was x, then it would have been minus 1 by 3 into that bracket raised to minus 1 by 3 minus 1. Minus 1 by 3 minus 1 is minus how much? Minus 1 minus 3. That is minus 2 by 3. Sorry, minus 4 by 3. Right? But this is not x, so we'll multiply by derivative of this bracket. What is derivative of this bracket? 6 into 5, 30x raised to 4 minus 21x raised to 2 plus derivative of 9 is 0. Right? So let's see which option is this. Option A again as usual. Right. Fine. Now 19th is an important question. Because if you try to solve it using normal chain rule, you will not get the answer. Okay, because you'll get the answer which will not be in this form. Okay, so you might think that the question is wrong, but there is a way to solve this question. Let's understand how. Let me write it somewhere else. Y is equal to, they are saying what? X square plus a square raised to half. Okay, that means can I write root of x square plus a square for simplicity, and plus root of x square plus b square whole raised to minus 1. Fine. Okay. Raised to minus 1 means we can take it in denominator and write as raised to 1. Now see, we can take derivative at this stage itself, but the problem is the answer is not, the answer will be very complicated because this will be like x raised to minus 1. So we'll have to use chain rule, again chain rule, and again chain rule for third time. Okay, so that is going to be complicated. So let's try to do something to simplify this first. If you remember a process of rationalization, okay, maybe we can rationalize this. How? Let's multiply this by x square plus a square minus, root x square plus b square, and divide also by the same number, root x square plus a square minus root x square plus b square. Why is this okay? Because we are dividing and multiplying by same number, so we are not changing anything. This rationalization process, if you remember, we used in indices, equations, and sometimes in logarithm also. So now we can multiply this. See, this numerator will remain as it is, root of x square plus a square minus root of x square plus b square. But if you see, the denominator is a plus b, a minus b now. See, a plus b, a minus b. What is a plus b, a minus b? A square minus b square. A square means this square, so root sign will be gone. So a square minus b square will be just x square plus b square. Square of this, right? So y is going to become root of x square plus a square minus root of x square plus b square divided by, if we open the bracket, it will be x square plus a square minus x square minus b square, right? So x square will be cancelled. So what remains finally is root of x square plus a square minus root of x square plus b square upon a square minus b square. Okay, now let's try to solve this. Why this will help? Because if you understand now, this is a constant, right? This is a constant, and in options, see, this constant is remaining as it is, a square minus b square raised to minus 1. That means they have just taken it to numerator. That is okay, right? We can also write, if we want, a square minus b square raised to minus 1, that is okay. And then this part, x square plus a square minus root x square plus b square. Fine. So now we are close to the answer because this is constant, that will remain same. So let's take derivative now. Dy by dx will be constant, will remain same. And if this was root of x, we would have done 1 upon 2 root x square plus a square. But that is not x, so we'll multiply by its derivative. What is derivative of x square plus a square? X square is 2x, a square is nothing because that is a constant. Minus, if this was x, we would have done 1 root x, derivative is 1 by 2 root x. But it is not x, so we'll multiply by derivative of this, which is 2x plus nothing because b square is also a constant, right? Let's cancel 2 and 2. X is there in both the terms, so let's take x common. If we take x common, it becomes x into a square minus b square raised to minus 1 into, if we want it to be like options, okay, if we want it to be like options, maybe we'll have to take LCM, right? Because in options there is no denominator, right? So let's try to take LCM and see what happens. So this and this, so it will be root of x square plus b square minus root of x square plus a square upon root of x square plus a square into x square plus b square, right? Still nothing is going to be cancelled, okay? And even if you see in this form also, our answer is not matching with the options. 1 by root x square plus a square minus 1 by root x square plus b square, that is not there in the options anywhere, okay? So answer is option nothing. I mean, it is not in the options. What should have been the answer? Concentrate very carefully. I think they might have made some mistake in typing it. See, we don't need this step actually. We can, if we want, we can write it as x. We have taken x common. Then a square minus b square raised to minus 1. That is okay. And then we can take this in the numerator and write x square plus a square raised to minus half minus x square plus b square raised to minus half. This would have been correct answer, but they have not given minus half anywhere. I think they wanted to write minus half here, but they have not written it. Okay, so we cannot tick that. This is the correct answer. In option A, if you change the power to minus half and minus half, then that is the correct answer. I hope everyone has understood this. This was a good one. This was a different one. Okay. Next, last for this video and simplest one. If y is equal to log 5x, log 5x is log ab is log 5 plus log x, log a plus log b, right? Then derivative will be what? Log 5 derivative is 0 because it is constant. Log x derivative is 1 by x. So 1 by x is the answer, option A, x raised to minus 1. Okay. So I hope questions 1 to 20 were clear to all. In next video we'll go to 21 and later. Okay. So let's stop here for this video. Bye everyone.